pretty much basically every single platform we're on, pretty much. So we're live on Springer, not Springer. Why did I say Springer? We're not live on Springer right now. Surprise, surprise. Had some issues with that. But we are also live on our Facebook page, the community, live on the Press Play Network page, our Twitter
Live
account,
on
Instagram,
WLVO 26.7
page as well. Yes, sir.
page, and on the website. So if you got the Zeno app, go ahead, Zeno.fm. Go ahead, go check us out on there. We're also live on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm getting all these notifications right now.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm getting all these notifications myself. So so we're also live on Twitch. We're live everywhere, baby.
pretty much.
We nationwide, worldwide.
Pretty much.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yo, shouts out to my boy T. Shouts out to my boy KP. Shouts out to my boy E Digger. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? We said this last week. You know what I'm saying? It's because then we on this platform now, going live on the Haps app. So, you know what I'm saying? If you also want to be a part of the Haps app, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go to haps.tv, set up your account, and then, you know what I'm saying, you can be a part of the clique.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you are new to the Hip Hop Rejects, man, this is a podcast. We talk about pretty much all things from a music perspective, hip hop, R&B, latest in news, and it's also a platform for indie music. So we're big on independent artists and stuff like that. So it's a bi-weekly podcast. We discuss all those things on here. In addition to that, this podcast is presented by the Press Play Network. You can get other shows like Nerdful Podcast, Three Kings, and on all major podcast services. So go check them out as well. And so, yeah, man, we here. Back for another week. What's going on, man?
Man, chilling. Been kind of like a little rough week, but you know we here, we alive.
Ditto.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying. You know some things are out of your hand, you can't control, but you know, it's all just growing pains, man. No matter how old you get, you still growing. You still gonna deal with life issues. You still gonna discover new things about yourself. You still gonna deal with hurt. You still gonna deal with loss. So you know what I'm saying. You know, you just gotta wake up every morning and be thankful that you're awake. Try to get through the day as best as you can with a positive outlook. And I know that's really hard to say, but you know, some days, you know, you try to go in with a positive outlook, and then life just throw you that curveball, and you know it's coming at 700 miles an hour and hit you in the face. But you have to ask yourself this: did I die?
Yep, you gotta push through it. Just gotta push through it.
Yeah. So, hey.
Let's see here, man. Let's see. First thing first. Indie Spotlight. Indie Spotlight is a particular segment of the Hip Hop Rejects or Reject Radio show that we highlight independent artists on our episodes. So please make sure you send in your tracks, all that good stuff. Please make sure it's, make sure it's nice. Make sure it's nice. We don't want no trash. Make sure it's nice. Send it over to the hip hop rejects at gmail.com. Yes, sir. Samples, I mean, sample clearing and all that jazz is not a thing of the past for us. We have licensing stuff now, so I don't have to say that anymore. So, but yeah, send that stuff over to us. Please make sure the subject line reads Indie Spotlight so we know what it's in relation to, because artists do tend to send us music all the time because we have our emails plastered over a lot of different platforms and stuff like that. So people just like to send us stuff. And sometimes we don't know why, but yeah. But yeah, so there's that.
Here's the thing, though, about the samples. Like we can play the music, but if you, the artist, don't have that sample cleared, that's on y'all.
You get in trouble.
So we just want to let you know that
Mm-hmm.
that is on you, buddy.
But yeah, man. So what we got going down this week? Stu, let's start with Chuck Thompson. Well, Chucky Thompson, which was a producer for Bad Boy. Long time was part of like, because Bad Boy had like a collective.
The hit makers.
Yeah, yeah, the Hitmakers. Yeah. Had a collective of producers that Diddy kind of used to pump out hits for, his different artists and stuff like that. And he was primarily known for doing work for Notorious B.I.G., Mary J.
I think
Blige.
Chucky started with them at Uptown Records. I think that's what, because I think Chucky worked on
Probably
Mary
did.
J. Blige's second album, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Huh.
If I'm not mistaken.
So some notable songs though. He worked on the My Life album.
Yeah, he
The
started
anthem
up
Big
at
Pop.
Uptown then.
The anthem Big Papa. Faith Evans, You Used to Love Me. Those are just some of the super noteworthy stuff that he did as far as music and stuff goes. They don't say he passed away at the age of 53. Man, a lot of these music artists are passing away in their 50s, bro. Like they're not even
Rough life, bro. You got to think about it.
They're not even old. They
I'm
like,
just saying, them folks was out in the industry, like for real, for real.
it's like, man, I don't want to be in the industry. I don't want to be in the industry if that's the case. I'm good.
Like you gotta think about like back then. Like I watched the Mary J. Blige My Life documentary, and like they was out there, bro. Like for real. The cocaine, the weed, the drinking, the partying, then putting in the work in the studio.
It's like I'm gonna need y'all to chill.
That's a lot of tax on the body, man. And they was doing this at early ages, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? That body, you know what I'm saying? And true enough, a lot of them got out of it at a certain time, but they didn't already put the miles on
their body. Yeah, it's true that. That's true that. Yeah, but no, they didn't say what he passed away from. Another death that we didn't get a chance to talk about, because it's like I said, we're bi-weekly now, not on a weekly basis. Was Biz Markie. That happened, as man. Well, and that was all of it. That was all of a sudden as well too. I've met him before. I've met him more than once.
In the hospital for a minute, man.
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah.
But yeah, when he died, man, it was just like, a lot of them cats we came up on, bro, they getting up in that age, man.
For real, man. Or it's just, boys and take care of themselves like they should.
I mean, it ain't even just that, but man. I mean, we know people that took care of themselves that still have died. So it ain't all about just take care of yourself, man. Sometimes it's just the age, man. Sometimes, or you could just get sick from something or anything. I don't know the circumstances under which Biz died, so I'm not gonna even tend to speculate. So, it's just a great loss to the hip hop community because Biz is one of those pioneers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Let's see. Kanye. The Donda album has been pushed back. For what reason though? Do we know?
I don't know. But it's supposed to be dropping on the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
But then we don't know because it's Kanye. Because it was supposed to drop on the 23rd of July. Then it was supposed to drop on the 3rd of August. Then it was supposed to drop on the 6th of August. Now he's saying it's dropping on the 16th.
Let me tell you something. This album has like the delay schedule of a video game.
But
It
it's
literally
supposed
does.
to be a gospel album, gospel rap album.
Uh-huh.
So, we dealing with Kanye Titter.
Guess you could say that. Yeah, we are. We are definitely.
I mean, Kanye's one of them guys that's just like, y'all on my time, I'm not on your time.
And I release it when I release it when I'm ready. All right, bro. All right. Whatever,
So,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye, he one of them cats like, I'm going to do it when I get ready. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Don't bother me about it. You get it when I give it to you.
So something. You've probably seen this, man. What is it with McDonald's like with these artists special meals that they be advertising? Now we got Sweetie now. Like we had Travis Scott. It's like now we have Sweetie. It's like McDonald's. We that desperate? Nobody's buying Happy Meals no more. We got a result to artist marketing now.
Hey, y'all want to go ahead and name a meal after me and give me that little check? It's cool.
I'm talking about. I'm seeing like this chick put like chicken nuggets on between a bun and put some barbecue sauce on top of the bun. I'm like,
yeah, like I think she was getting like she get a Big Mac and chicken nuggets or something. Like it's whatever. They supposedly, and I put that in quotation marks.
Supposedly eat how they eat their
how they eat their meal, like their combination when they go to McDonald's. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. If I was a artist and I'm making big bucks, like I don't think McDonald's would see me at all.
I get a chef to make me a burger, bro. Get that.
It ain't even that. Like
I'm just saying. I mean, if it's gonna be a good burger, then it's gonna
like
be.
I understand. Like if you out and about, you want to grab something quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still don't think McDonald's would, catch me. I'd be like, yo, go give me a burger from Five Guys or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If I got the money like that to throw around, I might as well go get some Five Guys, you know what I'm saying? Or, I'm going to go do some I don't really care that much for In-N-Out burgers.
I had In-N-Out. It was when I first had it. It was like there's like because I had the expectation set like man, I heard that it was really 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 good. It's a good burger for what it is, but here's where I knock In-N-Out at: their burger size. That is like dollar menu size burgers.
But see, here go the thing right here.
I like them. I like them Whataburger size burgers, bro.
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing, though. Like, if I was an artist, I would go to Whataburger only for a honey butter chicken biscuit. I'll put it this way:
that's what I go for in the morning when I'm.
If I was rich, I would go to Whataburger for a honey butter chicken biscuit. If I wanted a burger, I'm going to Five Guys, and I want the fries too. All right, so of course, coffee. I'm going to Starbucks. But I'm still gonna probably mess around with Pizza Hut and Domino's when it comes to pizza.
I mean,
because I ain't really got time to be waiting on nobody to go in there, make no dough, let the dough rise, and all that type of stuff. Hey, yo, man, hey, hey, or pick up my phone and use the app. Hey, go ahead, send me that pan or that thin crust meat lovers, or call Domino's, yo, let me get that chicken bacon ranch. You know what I'm saying? Thin crust pizza. Or the Philly cheesesteak.
I found myself starting to like thin crust pizza now. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that really means, what that says about me.
The reason I like thin crust pizza is because you're not getting just bread. You're getting more the toppings versus the bread.
That's true.
And I feel like I get more what I pay for because the toppings cost more than the bread.
That's true. Yeah, I've started to like that more. for some reason.
You'll run through it faster.
Oh boy, you
It's,
will fly through a thin crust pizza. Bro.
especially like if you go to Domino's and you get the thin crust cut in squares, and like you're like,
Boy,
oh yeah, man,
you popped up things
you
like
eating
freaking chips, bro.
right, you eating them like chips. So like it did like if I want wings or something, man, I'm probably gonna go to like I don't know, hell, I'll probably just get somebody to make me some wings, but I got it a bit like Buffalo Wild Wings, garlic parmesan, because I don't do the hot stuff.
People here hate Buffalo Wild Wings for some apparent reason. I don't know why.
I
Every
hate
time
Hooters. I don't care for Hooters.
I haven't been to Hooters in freaking years, but yeah.
Like Hooters made their name off of having girls with, big breasts in the restaurant, but now you go into Hooters,
You can go to
it's just
Bombshells for
like,
that and some
y'all
other
just
places.
yeah. Or if you go to what's the name of the other place?
A wholesome establishment with a buffet.
Oh, I don't do buffets at all. No,
Nah,
but
I do. I do.
I haven't done a buffet. I haven't done a buffet probably since like 2008, and
I do Chinese
when I went
buffets. Though.
and ever since then, like COVID just really made me just. I'm lying. I am so much. I just lied. I recently went to a buffet at the casino, but the thing is, they're serving your food. Everybody's not just picking the food
up.
from the food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're serving your food. I can deal with that, but if everybody going up there getting their own food, I'm not. Cause I'm tell you what messed me up. Remember when Golden Corral first started the little chocolate fountain thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this kid.
Oh, I know where this is going.
I saw this kid. Like it was this little kid. I'm not gonna tell the race, but y'all could probably guess. Just sitting up there sticking his hand in the chocolate and taking it out and licking his hand and sticking it back in the chocolate, taking it out, licking his hand. And
yeah.
I was just like, well, little Bobby, you just messed this up for everybody.
You sure did, buddy. You sure did.
And when I went back to my table, I told everybody there, I said, don't nobody go up there and get none of that chocolate because this sandy hair blonde kid was up there sticking his hand in the chocolate, licking his hand and sticking it back up in there.
Bobby has got all of his cooties in the chocolate.
So
yes,
yeah.
That shows my age. Yes, I said cooties, but anyway. Billboard Top 10. What's that about?
All right, so of course, it don't take much from them. Silk Sonic, dropped the song Skate, and it climbed the charts so fast. Let me pull up the list.
And for a whole second, I'm like, who the hell is... No, I thought for a whole second. I know who that is.
You really starting to disgust me with your knowledge.
Hey, man.
We're 113 goddamn episodes into this show. And yet...
You say the name of a group and you don't even know who it is. I know. I'm so great.
All right, so here go the top 10. This the Billboard Hot 100, but I'm just gonna do the top 10. Usually we break it down into.
So that is the thing we used to. That's the thing. I'm glad you brought this up. That's the thing we used to do a lot in the early episode. We used to always go over the Billboard all the time. I just thought and think about it. I'm like, man, yeah, we used to do this. We used to do it all the time. Let's see how many people I don't know on this list. Let's go.
I'm already looking through it, saying that I don't know a lot, but number 1 is "Stay" by The Kid, Loria and Justin Bieber. "Good for You," Olivia Rodrigo. Levitating, Dua Lipa featuring the Baby, Butter by BTS,
Know who they are.
Bad Habits, Ed Sheeran,
I know who that is.
Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA,
Know who that is.
Industry Baby, Lil Nas X, and Jack Harlow.
Wish I could forget who he is. Man,
Montero, Call Me by Your Name, Lil Nas X.
wish I could still forget him.
Deja Vu, Olivia Rodrigo. And number 10 is The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, Save Your Tears. Now, let's put up R&B.
I literally could not tell you what any of these songs sound like. I'm so for real. I kind of like I'm kind of in the mode of I search for, and that's the thing about streaming services, man, is that I'm so into I flock to who I like. And that's kind of who I stick with. If I do like a radio of that artist and I'll discover somebody else at the same time, then I discover somebody else. Or if you or somebody else tells me like, hey, you should check out so and so and so and so, so and so and so and so is dope. That's how I kind of knew who JID was, but when Angry said like, oh man, JID is just like dope, and you said he was dope, like, okay, let me go listen to JID. So that's literally how I find other people.
All right, so seriously, this is what they doing now?
What?
So the Billboard website is saying that you can only view the top 10 in R&B and hip hop if you are a Billboard Pro. So you have to have an account with the website.
Oh, that's how they getting their money. Okay. I see y'all. That's how y'all get. That's how y'all get down. How y'all get y'all some money. Not only like 5 or 6 years ago, you could just go on this mug because we used to do it a lot.
Like seriously, bro, this is what they're doing.
That's what it's come to. Everybody has memberships. And all the people that subscribe to this is probably like record labels because they ain't no regular smurfers and following their billboards that dog how much they paying for it. I can tell you that much right now. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Well, no, that's 200. Never mind.
I'm highly disappointed. I can't go through my list like I used to.
Oh, I know. That's yeah. All right.
So
Eminem.
y'all got me trying to do something that I can't do. And I want the recent one. Like I can pull up stuff from July 25th, but I can't pull up. Give me 1 second. Let me just check this again.
Okay.
All right. So seriously, bro, they are really doing this.
No, that's what that is, bro. That's so what that is.
And it will not let you go past that point.
Nope. I was doing it right now. I was doing it just right now.
All right, y'all. So bear with us. We got to skip that because guess what we got to do? We got to get Billboard accounts. All right. So
let's talk about it. Let's talk about Eminem. First of all, Eminem's daughter. I didn't know Eminem had an adopted daughter. I didn't know he adopted a child. Period.
I didn't know that neither because when I saw Eminem's daughter, I thought they were talking about Haley. But when they said the name, when they said the age 19, I was like, no, Haley is way older than 19.
Yeah.
Like when M dropped in 2000, he was talking about Haley. So she at least 21.
Hey, in 8 Mile, wasn't there another little girl, based off the actual, his life? Wasn't there like another little girl that was in the movie too? That was like younger, if I remember correctly?
I don't know.
I think it was, and it might have been saying that was her. Could have been.
I haven't seen 8 Mile in forever, dude.
No, I know, but I do kind of remember two. Because I remember two little girls. I think I do, and I may have been just the adaptation of her. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, she's going by
because
Stevie
I
now.
never heard him. Yeah. So she came out as gender binary and changed her name to Stevie. And like I don't even know why this news.
Because she's connected to Eminem.
I
The only
mean,
reason. The only reason why. Only reason why. And probably people just like, wait, it's not Haley? He has an adopted daughter? So yeah. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what that one is. Trying to think, man. Was there anything else popping this week? I don't think it was. I don't think it was too
I
much of
mean,
anything.
as far as
We got
I
some.
mean, as far,
We got some. I mean, we got some music we're gonna talk about, but uh, the next show will be the show we'll be using a lot of the ad sets we have with WLEO. So we'll be able to do. We'll be talking about. So we'll be talking about King disease very soon because that's something we wanted to really talk about. So we'll be talking about that. Just to give y'all a heads up. So anybody that wants to hear us talk about that album, keep your eyes on the future episodes and all that good stuff.
yeah, we
Um,
also got some guests coming.
yep.
Some old people that are pretty much brothers in arms with us on the show. We're trying to find new guests. Speaking of that, let's talk about this. If you are an independent artist and you would like to be on the show, please email us at thehiphoprejects@gmail.com. Send us your music and also tell us, send us some promotion or whatnot, telling us why you should be on the show. Because true enough, we love our regular guests. You know what I'm saying? They get it popping when they here. You know what I'm saying? But we're also looking to expand the platform to bring in some other people from around the country, around the world. So if you want to be,
Especially some of the artists that's like consistently send us music. Arias, what's my
Dejan,
Dejan, yeah, he's on my rotation on my stream like constantly. I play his music. I'm not saying I'm the main reason, but I give him a lot of spins on Spotify. That's for damn sure. Because I play his music all the time. He's out of Canada.
so
He's another one I want on the show.
yeah, we gonna be reaching out to some people, man. Hopefully we can get some blasts from the past. You know what I'm saying? If schedules work out, you know what I'm saying. Trust me, if we get who I'm talking about, we will be promoting maybe a month in advance.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
So,
about. Yeah.
but yeah, man. We got this was our first official show on live radio, and it's just that this week was life got in the way about a whole lot of stuff, like
Yeah.
deaths in the family, all that type of stuff, man. But we still had to come in and make it tonight.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So us having a full blown out show didn't work out the way we wanted to. But you know what I'm saying, we still got some things I can pull up to talk about. And you know what I'm saying, because we really need to give you guys the show that we said we were gonna give you, even though like we said, it got threw off. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys know what life is about. So I mean, hey. But
But things happen, man. Things happen.
so we got some funny stuff in news. So
Young
Turk
Turk.
from Young Turk. Y'all know Turk. I like him hot. You know what I'm saying? From the Hot Boys, Cash Money
Mm-hmm.
says that he and Lil Wayne gave their baby mamas crabs when they were young. Who reveals that, bro? Who?
Hmm.
Like, why
That's
would I? Why would I tell somebody that, bro?
just wouldn't do that. It's like, and they sound like they potentially. It sounded like they were like very excited when they talked about this. And I just feel like that's what how the conversation went. But
All right, so here goes some more news about Eminem. Eminem's ex-wife, Kim Scott, was found in a hotel bathroom after a suicide attempt.
ooh, ooh,
Yeah, that's it's a lot of stuff going on in M world right now, man. A lot
for
of stuff.
real.
So, all right, so this is funny to me, bro, because if you've been watching the show, you know for about a whole year we gave Meek Mills hell.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Royalty and I gave Meek Mills hell. But now Meek Mills and Tory Lanez are beefing with each other. And it really hasn't escalated to where it's a music thing. But
What is it? What is it even about?
so if I recall, Meek is mad at Tory about the situation. I think it's so petty. Meek Mills
I'm pretty sure I don't even have to know the subject matter, and I feel it's petty.
Meek Mills posted something, and Tory Lanez came in as the spell check police. The spell check grammar police, bro.
Why hood boys gotta like for real? So we doing?
Because Meek received the Nelson Mandela Humanitarian Award,
Mm-hmm.
and he wrote out blessings. I got the
and Tory Lanez is the spelling bee champ.
yeah. He said blessings. I got the Nelson Mandela Humanitarian Award. Thank you, Rip to the great Nelson Mandela.
And let me guess,
I ain't
he spelled Mandela wrong.
nah. He
Okay,
spelled it right.
okay.
He said I ain't grow up playing ball. I had a Smith and Weston. Because where I'm from, it's very hard to turn 27. Hashtag survivors at PTTOW. Tory corrected him by saying Smith and Wesson, which is the correct name of the gun, Smith and Wesson versus. Because if you notice, I was reading what Meek Mills wrote. I was going to say Smith and Wesson, but he said Smith and Weston.
Mm-hmm.
And he said Smith and Wesson Tory wrote, let Meek know that he had written the wrong word. It's called Meek Flow, responded Meek Mills, seemingly upset about Tory using a similar flow to his on his latest freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Meek isn't the only person to have taken note of the similarities of their flow. He continued, say congrats or something weirdo. And Tory responded, it wasn't that deep. Just ain't want you to look dumb. Congrats though, bozo. So, and Meek replies, stand tall, Tory. It's kind of deep. You trying to help me with my spelling, and you know for a fact I don't fuck with you right now.
It's more than
And it comes from Tory's latest freestyle, sounding similar to Meek's style.
it's probably more than correcting something on some grammar because he said I don't mess with you right now. So it's something else that happened that the reason why he don't mess with him. Pretty sure.
So, like that's great. It's funny to me because Meek always end up in something over something stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Ray Shmurda is going to be confirmed to be under Rock Nation management now. Fresh out of jail and going over to Rock Nation. Interesting. Nicki Minaj and her husband Kenneth Petty sued by a 1995 attempted rape victim. I'm gonna
So
say
why you
this
suing Nicki?
because she the bank. But anyway,
Right. That's what I'm saying though. Like
she didn't even know that man in '95, bro.
probably didn't, bro.
So here's the thing: her man Kenneth Petty has been in several allegations of something like this. I don't know. Bro might not be. I mean, I know your past could be your past, but also at the same time, certain stuff like this,
It follows you, bro.
Yeah, and that's one thing. That's a type of thing that you like. I don't know if you want that one to follow you. That can be very harmful. And you know, at some point, her team is gonna be like,
yeah, you're gonna have to let that go.
you gotta cut that loose because that's bad PR for you. You didn't had this is the second allegation this boy done had.
So why is DJ Academic still famous? Why is Academic still famous when it seems like literally the whole industry hates him?
Because he streams on Twitch and new gen music fans like him. I quotation music fans.
I don't.
He does the cool thing by he does the cool thing by going on Twitch. So that's why. Yeah. So I'm going with.
I just like I've never been a fan of Academics. I always felt like Academics was lame. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, people may think I'm lame. I'm sitting up here with a fitted cap on backwards. You may figure like, nigga, don't nobody do that no more. Why you got your fitted cap on backwards? You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I ain't get a chance to go get a haircut, but hey, it is what it is. I ain't trying to be sitting up here with the straight curls in my hair, showing y'all how my hair really look. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff. I mean, people probably looking at my background like, yo, dude got Goku on his wall. Like, how you gonna call Academics lame? Because Academics lame to me. Academics always doing whole stuff. So, like, he messy, bro. Like, Academics is always.
I've always seen the points when Joe Budden like would light him up on that show they was on together.
Yeah. Speaking of Joe, bro, like Joe messy too. And that's why him and Academics couldn't get along. Joe Budden messy. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Like, Joe know if he gonna say something, he gonna push somebody buttons, and he looking for that response. And Joe is gonna end up being excommunicated from the industry also.
Oh, he always pushes people buttons. I think he just does it. I think he just does it for reactionary sake. I really do.
But it's one of them situations where you could only do it so much and only have so many chances.
Either that or you're gonna do it in front of the wrong person, they're gonna bush you in the face.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There also there's that. There is that. But yeah. I want to say.
All right. So I got one more funny thing.
Okay.
Aaron Carter, who you remember the little white kid that had the songs?
What you call it, brother from Backstreet Boys?
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just remember
Nick. Nick. I think Nick Carter is the one that's from Backstreet. Yeah, Nick Carter and his little brother Aaron Carter. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And
see, I know music stuff, just not that some of this stuff now. Anyway.
He disses Soulja Boy and challenges him to a boxing match. That would be hilarious. And I know I didn't say hilarious right, but I'm saying it because it would be hilarious. I would actually watch that. I wouldn't pay money to watch it. Of course, I watch it on YouTube. But
I'm putting my putting money on Nick Carter. Money's on Nick Carter, not Soldier.
for real,
They're serious.
wow. So
that's how I feel
I'm
about
gonna move
Soldier.
on for that.
That's how I feel about Soldier Boy.
I'm gonna move on from that.
My money's on Nick Carter.
So Iggy Azalea paused his music career with "End of an Era" and "Thanks Fans." How many albums Iggy got? Like one?
Like 3.
She got like 3. Okay.
I want to. I haven't looked at this one, but I want to say it's at least 3. It's at least 3, minimum. It's really kind of due to the moves she made in the beginning when T.I. was trying to put her on. From what T.I. says, she made some moves that kind of made some unapproved moves on her own that she probably shouldn't have did. Then, of course, the tons of plastic surgery. Her choice in men also as well. So yeah. But I would say like I said, from a music perspective, most of the moves she made, I think she would have just let T.I., let the person that's vetted in the industry and just learn from him and let the moves be made and just be along with Grand Hustle. She could have been one of the biggest artists on Grand Hustle.
I mean, I've never been really into Iggy, not as far as into the way she looks or her music. So
she's I mean, early Iggy had potential. Current, is she just like everything else now?
All right. So this last topic, I want to get your opinion on. I know I agree with what they're doing, but I want to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
Coachella is trying to so the rumor is Coachella is gonna require proof of vaccinations, and they're implementing new rules in order for people to come to Coachella, and new rules of what they'll be able to do in Coachella. They haven't they haven't released those rules, but they do want people proof of vaccination. I'm cool with it. Because what we just saw at Lollapalooza,
it's still with that. I mean, if we're going from a law perspective, you still breaking HIPAA, regardless of the fact, because your job can't sit here and ask you like, "Hey, did you get vaccinated or not?" or anything.
But your job can require that you're vaccinated.
They can require, but they can't ask for proof of. So I mean,
I think there are exceptions to the rule because in the state of a public health crisis. See, a lot of people don't see this as a public health crisis, but I have to see it that way given my medical condition.
It is, but at the same time, it's really the media has really blown it out of proportion. Yes, it's serious.
I don't think so.
Yes,
I don't think so.
It's serious
because what's going on in Texas and Florida. If the media didn't say anything about what's going on in Texas and Florida as far as COVID, let's be honest, more people would be dead.
So,
It's 7 million. It's over 7 million people in this country that are like me. If we weren't informed by the media, we would be dead.
I get that part. That part is the informing part is one thing. Negating information.
You got to consider your news source.
They're all being fed stuff. Most of them are. They're being fed, like, whether.
What information do you feel is being negated?
Here's some information that's being negated. When people talk about like children dying from the Delta variant and stuff like that, well, also, if you read a little bit deeper into that the children that are dying from the Delta variant, come to find out they had underlying cancer issues that they didn't even know about. That some of the children were obese, which kind of led to them passing away. They don't give that information as being on top of it. They just say, "Oh, children are dying from COVID now."
All right,
you have to tell, but you can't tell half truth.
But here's the thing, though.
You have to give the full line of.
If I got COVID and I died, which I'm happy that I've taken those precautions to prevent myself from catching COVID.
Mm-hmm.
My health, the only thing that would have contributed to me going over the edge would have been COVID. Mm-hmm. Given my underlying health issues, I've been living all this time until I caught COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they say the reason being it's just like, oh, he was driving fine on the street until this drunk driver came through and hit him.
But the thing is, though,
it's a cause and effect. Yeah, true, these kids had underlying issues, but the cause was COVID, which pushed them over the edge.
But the also other thing is, here's the thing. Okay. Requiring people to have a card to get into a event. Yeah, you kind of know who has what, blah, blah, blah. But my whole thing has always been, if said person has the flu, we're going to use regular flu here. One person has the flu, regular flu. And people every single year pick and choose to get a flu shot or not get a flu shot. Also on top of that, from a medical standpoint, when you are the people who are administering the flu, the strain that you're giving is a literal crapshoot. You're rolling the dice because guess what? You don't know what version of it is gonna hit the public. So you're doing
this is different from the flu.
No. It is viruses mutate. Let's stop acting. No. Wait. Let's stop acting like we forget. That's the thing. We as human beings we right now, since 2020, we tend to forget. What a lot of us are not using our common sense, not using our common thought processes prior to all of this stuff going on. Because if said person catches COVID, you have the strongest version of a virus in your body. Your body builds up antibodies to fight it. Why do you make said person that caught virus, that had the strongest version, why are you going to make me put a weaker version of it in my body? For what? My body knows how to fight it already. I shouldn't have to.
No, Daddy, you're not. I'm finna break it down. I just called your real name. That's why I'm finna break this down to you, because you're actually talking to the actual science and genetics person on this show.
I've talked to nurses and doctors that
I'm telling you,
and they've 100% agree with my aspect of not why they want. That's why a lot of nurses don't even
so
want
we're gonna just chunk this up. We're gonna just chunk this up to personal opinion. I'm gonna tell you what I know, and you can believe me or not. I have autoimmune disease, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Pretty much anybody that's watched this show knows that. Any show that we've been on knows that. All right, I've had the flu every year since I was probably 16 years old. The flu, and then I've gotten the flu shot after I had the flu. I never got the flu again. I wouldn't get the flu again after I had the flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I skipped 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was about 32.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped that year. I didn't get the flu shot. I got the flu. Sick as a dog. 2 months later, guess what I got again?
Uh-huh.
The flu. All right, so this virus is new. It's new. You have to take precautions. We don't know the effects that it does to your immune system. Simply because you think just because it's a virus that you're building up antibodies, but because this virus is mutating at a faster rate and the flu mutates, the antibodies.
Spanish flu is mutated since 1918 every single year, which is why we do the flu vaccine to begin with.
Right. That's why we had the vaccine. So,
but has anybody put emphasis on? They don't put as much emphasis on. Yeah, every employers say, "Oh, guys, make sure you get your flu shot every single year." But here, if every single year since 1918, since the Spanish flu came out, if the news would just report every single time somebody would die from the flu, it would literally be the same thing as this right now. Am I not lying?
I don't believe so because this virus is mutating faster.
This
virus has mutated 4 or 5 times within the year.
When you hear the numbers, it puts fear in people. If you don't talk about it, because kid you not, when everything started to slowly kind of open back up, I don't know if you noticed, but the media wasn't talking about it at all. So people started
to go back on what media you was watching.
Bro, everybody shut up.
Because they weren't, because they was still a hot topic.
It was still being talked about, but it was the back half of news instead of being the whole entire newscast.
It was man. Because I have to I look at
you are the 1% of the people that are either have what you have, autoimmune disease, cancer, elderly people. Yes, I have no problem with that. Do that. But
what I'm saying is you have people willingly walking around here saying, I don't care. You're not gonna, if I catch the virus and I spread it, I really don't care. That's what I'm getting towards. Because
but isn't it the same thing though as you making this is literally, nobody can tell me that this is not the same thing. When a woman says, my body, my choice, it's the same thing.
That's true.
Whether there's a life involved.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about my body, my choice. That's only affecting that woman's body.
And it's the virus is only affecting that person's body.
But you can pass that virus on to other people. If she has an abortion, she's not hurting nobody else.
But the people claim they're vaccinated though. So why are you worried?
Because vaccinated people, the vaccination doesn't stop you from catching the virus. It stops you from getting sick.
What's the point of this herd immunity BS that they keep feeding the people? What's the point? Then what's the point? Why even go get it? Why even go get a shot? Just freaking get the virus and be over it and get the
because if we all vaccinated, that means the virus has nobody to spread it to.
BS. They'll make up something else.
All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. Because
they're gonna make us something else, bro.
Because me being in my situation that I'm in, I have to look at this in a different light than anybody else.
I completely understand your situation, but
I had a cousin tell me not to take my medicine after my kidney transplant because he said it was BS. So when people tell me certain stuff like that, when it comes to medical science, I have to take it with a grain of salt, and that's no offense towards them or anything. But I trust what my doctors say versus what anybody without a medical degree says.
All I'm saying, supposedly it is much deadlier than a normal flu. Supposedly. I'm saying supposedly. This is why I say supposedly. So when I caught COVID last year, you know what the doctor told me? Oh, just go home, stay quarantine, and go take some normal over the counter
It
flu
doesn't
medicine.
affect everybody the same.
No, bro. They telling everybody that. I'm just letting you know from firsthand that when I caught it, they told me go take flu stuff, NyQuil.
I had a friend just recently caught. I recently just had a friend catch it, where it affected her so freaking bad that she had to be hospitalized. So that just go take flu stuff. It doesn't apply to everybody. It affects people differently. My brother had COVID, bro, and he had to be intubated. My brother is one of the healthiest people I know. He had COVID and had to be intubated.
I mean, I'm not denying that it affects people differently. What I'm saying,
But what I'm saying is, well, what I'm getting at is, you can't just take a subsection of people and tell them that. I feel like what a group of people are saying is, we really don't give a damn how this affects you. This all about me.
that's probably just that subsection. I'm not saying that. I'm saying literally that me being a person who's had COVID, you shouldn't force me to get a vaccine for something that my body has already experienced. That is the reason you get a vaccine for something.
Okay,
because
you don't want the vaccine, but do you wear a mask?
No, I don't.
I see. I wouldn't even, like, you're my boy. I love you like a brother, but I wouldn't even let you come around me.
I'm just
being honest.
I completely understand. I completely understand your standpoint from where it comes from and the reason why you do and why you make the moves that you do. But people will see. And I'm never.
And I'm in Mississippi where these folks really just don't give a damn.
That's different. That's probably because they probably didn't get vaccinated to begin with, which is why they're catching it.
Yeah, they didn't get, and I've heard people, like, I walk in the store with my mask,
and they're probably the ones that either A, never really caught it the first time, and then B, when it was time to get vaccinated, they didn't get vaccinated either. So yeah, that's why they're catching it.
I mean, I was with my folks today. We went to go pick up our food, and my mom looked in the back and saw that none of the chefs had masks on. None of the people cooking food had masks on. My mom literally said, "I don't want this order." And we left because my mom said, "I'm not going," because me and her went to go pick up the food. And I was just like, I ain't say nothing. And she said, "I'm not going to put you at risk."
Yeah.
She said, yeah, we all been vaccinated. But she said the CDC just said people with transplants, autoimmune disease, cancer, all of that, you guys may need to get a booster. I have to go to the doctor in 2 weeks to get checked out to see if the antibodies from the vaccines, the Moderna vaccine that I took, because I got both my shots, if they're strong enough to resist COVID, to see if I need to get a booster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at this from one point of view, which I know the rest of a lot of people around me aren't going to see it from my point of view.
I do,
and I'm fine with it.
I do, and I'm not in your situation. I'm not saying like if everybody, I'm gonna give you. I'm just more of on the lines of trying to use a little bit of common sense where people are trying to pull the sheet over people's eyes about certain things. That's all I'm saying.
I look at it like this.
Certain things. Put it this way: lies on top of lies tend to not add up at some point.
All right, so I look at it like this: we all went to public school. Me and you went to public school. We all got vaccinated as kids. we all got vaccinated. We took those shots. Before you went to college, you had to take a booster shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what's the problem with this one? What is the problem with this one? What's the difference? It's because you just don't want to.
No, it's not because it's not because I just don't want to. I do you not understand this? I had it. That's just like saying
I had
if-
chickenpox. I
I
had
didn't.
chickenpox, and you get the chickenpox. You get the chickenpox vaccine, but I had got a different strain of chickenpox. But I had to go take another chickenpox vaccine,
My point exactly, bro.
and I
My
haven't
point
had the chickenpox since then because it doesn't evolve at that type of rate. I had measles at one time. I had to go get another measles vaccine, and I never had measles again.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, it's not put out there for no reason. Just because you had it once doesn't mean you can't get it again. I pray to God you don't get it again. You or your kids or your wife or your family, none of that get it again. I pray to God you don't. But I know people that have had it twice.
Okay.
And then they went in, and then that's when they made up in their mind, yeah, I'm going ahead and go get this vaccine because I don't want to go through that shit no more. But you may have a stronger immune system than other people out there. Everybody's immune system ain't the same. What I'm just throwing out there is I just want people to be careful and be mindful and be respectful of the people around them. So even if you don't want to go get the vaccine, at least wear a mask. I mean, to me, it's just being showing common courtesy to your fellow man. I have to wear this mask every time I walk at the house. I wear the mask. It doesn't bother me to wear the mask because guess what I did? Guess what I had to do anyway? Anytime I went to dialysis,
Yeah,
I had for 7.
For medical facilities, you gotta wear it. But it's
This pre-COVID. This is pre-COVID.
no pre-COVID, yeah. But I mean,
it doesn't bother me because we do other stuff anyway. Like if you live up north, guess what you're doing anyway? You wrapping your face up with a damn scarf, and you breathing through the scarf with no problem. I just feel like people make excuses for simple things.
I'm not making an excuse for simple things.
Even if you don't want to wear a cloth mask, just a regular surgical mask isn't hot. It doesn't make your face sweat. It isn't hard to breathe through. Like,
it's not even young. It's not even that. It goes back again to what I said. And I'm not a conspiracy type or anything or any such. It is the way I've read into most things and poke holes into what things people said.
I promise I do the same thing.
How Mr. Certain Fauci goes from, oh, you need a mask. Oh, it doesn't protect you from anything. You shouldn't be wearing them. It's that type of BS, bro. That there's an underlying reason that they're making us do this. Your boy,
right, so,
let me tell you something. Your boy Charlemagne knocked back some black leaders that tried to get him like, hey, we need you to, push to help get the vaccine. Charlemagne told them straight up no, because of the reason of y'all will get together to push this vaccine for what reason, but y'all won't get together to try to help stop violence in Chicago or try to help stop the water crisis in Flint, Michigan, or all the other like black issues that we have. Y'all get together. Y'all won't get together for that, but you get together for this. We're not saying it's a less of an issue, but you got together for this. But we had other issues before this even came up.
And I understand that too. I mean, I had that problem with a lot of shit too.
Why has it become such in his situation, like, why does it become such an issue? I get that it's health. I get that it matters to those who have cancer, have autoimmune disease.
I look at
100% get that. But
I look at it the way they attacked cigarettes. Remember back in the day, the way they started attacking cigarettes when so many people were getting lung disease, and they started saying how many people were dying from the causes of
bro, our own president
cigarettes.
don't wear a mask, bro. Like, what we talking about here?
That
nigga don't wear a mask, bro. He don't. But you telling me, but you telling, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You don't preach something to the public and the masses. You're supposed to be
every time I've seen Joe Biden walk on stage, he took a mask off. I don't know what he do in his private time, but every time I've seen Joe Biden walk on the stage, unless he's in his own quarters,
I don't give a damn. I see people wearing masks in their car, bro, riding, and it's just them in the car.
I mean, shit, I do it.
Who you protect? I'm like, again.
I have my mask. I don't have my mask on my face when I'm in my car. I have it under my chin. But as soon as I step out of my car, I throw it on my face. I just raise it up, put it on my face.
At the end of the day, what it comes down to, we can kind of wrap it. We'll be going in a circle on this. Like I said, for the people who never caught it, yes, do it. Anybody that's had it, that's why, like, do you really think if everybody got it, I kind of think they would have just made up something else, because that's what they do.
I don't think so. I think the fact that what made me feel like it was, and we can end it after this. They had to shell out too much money for this thing. They really had to shell out too much damn money with unemployment, businesses, people losing businesses, you know, them having to give money to people who had businesses. They had to shell out too much money. That ain't a lick this country wanted to, like them folks up in Washington wanted to take. That's not a lick they wanted to take, to increase the budget the way they had to increase it, to go into a deficit the way they had to go into a deficit. Why would the whole world take that lick just to say something or prove a point about something?
You know, there's the long game.
Because money rules this damn world.
But they got a lot of it.
It's a lot of it. True enough.
They have a lot of it.
They didn't want to take them licks. I guarantee they didn't want to take them.
They done took them licks. They didn't. I don't want to get in that. But all right, man. Let's wrap this episode of Hip Hop Rejects episode. What is this? 113. We will catch you guys on the week after next.
Yeah. So we'll have everything ripping and running. You want to hear us going back and forth about our personal views on stuff. Because I ain't gonna even lie, we keep it 100 with y'all. I was trying to get us over an hour. That's why I brought that subject up. I needed to run the clock out. So yes, I manipulated this whole conversation and kept it going for us to go over an hour. Don't think me and Royalty beefing or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He has his point of view. I have my point of view. But at the same time, I was just trying to eat up some clock.
I knew he was. Anyway.
Because ain't no way I was going to end this show at 30 minutes. No way I was going to let it end at 30 minutes.
I already kind of, I knew as soon as you brought the question up, I'm like, I already know what you're trying to do. All right, let's go. But all right, y'all, we'll see y'all next week.
All right, y'all. What?